So I want to explore an interesting theory that I've got, and if you're a South African, you might want to listen to this. I think it's a global, so anyone looking at this industry or looking for an opportunity to make some nice money, in my opinion. Not financial advice. This is just how I combine my views, and the things I say is 100% my view and my opinion and the way I see it only. Right. So let me begin by saying that the coin that I'm speaking about is VeChain, VET, VET. They've also got a coin for their transactions. Let me check. I can't remember what it was. VTHO, VeChain Thor Energy. That would be, in my opinion, what will be used to pay for the deployment of their NFTs. I don't know much about VeChain. I'm going to use this opportunity in this video to learn what VeChain is, and then hopefully you can then see how all of this plugs in together and why I say that VeChain might be one of the better coins to look at, and ignore the little side shows, the Pepes and the other ones. This one does, in my opinion, plug in with the Solanas of the world, from what I've seen. Basically, for saving whatever documents or whatever on the blockchain, and then accessing those NFTs in whichever way these industries will. Anyway, so let me get back. So in South Africa, what I've identified and what I've seen is that there's a ton of propaganda around the UFC. And what stood out for me the most was how I picked up on patterns where in my opinion, our electricity was not being switched off, or we weren't experiencing load shedding whenever the UFC was on, whenever that South African guy, I'm not going to mention his name, was fighting in the UFC. I realized that my electricity was on, during this time, and that raised some suspicion. I then saw them making some promotional ads with this athlete in them, in the ads, and I then stopped and I was like, wait a minute, but I know that UFC signed a partnership with VeChain. So now why is our power on when someone's fighting in the UFC, but their approach to the fight is very propagandish, right? So I don't know. I'm in two minds. Like I'm not even in two minds. My thinking is clear that Checkers has to use VeChain, because of their partnership with the South African athlete, and bringing the belt in, as well as bringing in other products which are all linked. But if you look at VeChain and the way that the blockchain is set up, all of these things plug in together. So this is the bigger picture. I think we've been distracted with the smaller stuff, and coins like VeChain might slip right under our noses. But anyway, so that's why I think VeChain is going to be adapted by the big chains. And that kind of got me thinking I need to go and dig deeper into VeChain. And while I do that, let's do a video. And I hope that I can grab the attention of enough people to start investing in this coin so we can turn it around. I'm in no way affiliated with VeChain or anything with anyone. I'm 100% just taking a guess at where this can go, but I see this working out in a way. I hope I'm right. So anyway, let me continue with what VeChain is. So VeChain is a. I'm going to read this from the material that I got. VeChain is a blockchain platform designed to enhance supply chain management and business processes. Its goal is to streamline these processes and information flow for complex supply chains through the use of distributed ledger technology, DLT. So I asked VeChain, how can this be relevant? ChatGPT, how can VeChain be relevant to a company like Massmart, even, right? So it says VeChain allows, for product authentication and counterfeit prevention. VeChain allows business to assign products with unique identifiers on the blockchain, enabling retailers to track their journey along the supply chain from manufacturer to retail floor. For a company like Massmart, this can help ensure product authenticity and combat counterfeiting, which is a significant issue in retail. Then it says supply chain transparency. The transparency VeChain offers through its blockchain technology means that all stakeholders, including Massmart and its customers, can view and verify the history and quality of products. This level of transparency helps in building trust and ensuring the integrity of the product sold. It's got improved inventory management. VeChain's real-time tracking capabilities allow for better inventory management. Retailers like Massmart can manage their stock levels more effectively, reducing overstock and understock situations, which can lead to improved operational efficiency and reduced operational cost. Again, cost reduction, enhanced customer confidence, improved compliance, marketing and customer loyalty. I mean, they can offer rewards, etc., etc. The blockchain, I mean, that's a complete different discussion on its own. I'm a software developer by trade, bit of an IT geek, if you want to call it that. I've developed some apps using blockchain technology. I've created NFTs, I've deployed NFTs, I've read them. I actually streamlined the full manufacturing of a vehicle from when it gets manufactured right till when it gets to the user. That whole process, the whole ID book and the NATIS papers, the birth certificate, that whole process, everything comes together on the blockchain. And this is definitely where the future is going, and that's the way I see it. So I do definitely see that companies like Massmart and in South Africa, Checkers and those guys are going to look at picking up a solution like this. And VeChain is perfect for that. And as I said, the relationship between our Checkers and the UFC and their relationship with VeChain and what VeChain is, just too it's too hard to ignore that this could possibly be what's going to happen. I'm going to pull up a chart and we will look at what the price of VeChain is. Let's have a look. Oopsie. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my mouse here. Okay, here we go. Let's look at VeChain. No, Bybit. It's not on Bybit. We'll have to open up an account on Binance if we want to buy this. I'm thinking that spot. Yeah, I don't think Bybit offers it as spot. I wasn't able to see it. I'll have to go onto Binance if I want to purchase it. But I'll do a video on that once I get to it. So let's look at VeChain's price. I mean, you can see that is a bullish momentum, in my opinion. It's bullish momentum that does that. I think we've reached the bottom of VeChain, and I do see this coin coming around here. I don't even know which indicator of mine is doing that, but I also think it's coming around there. If I look at Litecoin, I just want to use an example. In 2000, over here, somewhere here, I wanted to buy Litecoin. It was $16 at the time. That was 2008. And in 4 years' time, it was $405. Can you imagine if I had kept it there? But that's what I'm trying to point out with VeChain and the use of it, how I see that this is definitely going to get picked up. And the usability, can you imagine we buying this thing at 0.04 and this thing starts picking up and it goes to, you know, yeah. Sorry, that VeChain is, this thing's going to go through the moon. It's such an awesome opportunity for people to become millionaires. Anyway, so I went further and I then asked ChatGPT, how can VeChain assist a company like Checkers in South Africa? Let's see what it came up with, right? So it says VeChain's blockchain technology could offer significant benefits to a retailer like Checkers in South Africa, particularly in enhancing supply chain management, customer trust, and operational efficiencies. We know this already. Checkers is known for its innovation, including the rapid delivery system 6060 could integrate VeChain to further optimize these areas. Okay. Benefits of VeChain for Checkers. It says enhanced supply chain visibility and efficiency. Traceability. VeChain allows for the tracking of products from source to store. This would enable Checkers to monitor the journey of a product in real time, ensuring that items are fresh and handled correctly, especially important for perishable goods. Efficiency. With better supply chain insights, Checker can optimize inventory management, reducing waste and ensuring that popular products like those frequently ordered via 6060 are adequately stocked. Improved delivery speed and reliability for 6060. Integration with 6060. Implementing VeChain can help streamline the order fulfillment process for Checker's 6060 service by providing real-time data on inventory levels and product locations within warehouses and stores. VeChain can help 6060 promise more accurate delivery times and faster order processing. Just want to pause there for a second. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that 6060 has become a thing after the whole, incident we had a couple years ago, and it was as if we got shifted into this direction because this did become quite a massive thing. I do see also the trends in e-commerce and all of that. I mean, it's obvious what these guys are busy with. We just got to be aware of the patterns and we got to capitalize on those. Then we've got the automated systems. Blockchain integration can automate various parts of the supply chain, reducing the manual check required for order processing and dispatch, thus speeding up the entire delivery time. Counterfeit prevention and quality assurance. Authenticity verification. For premium products, VeChain's technology can help checkers guarantee authenticity, which is crucial for customer trust, particularly in categories like luxury goods, pharmaceuticals, or organic food. Quality control. Through sensors and IoT, which are Internet of Things integration, VeChain can monitor storage conditions throughout the supply chain, ensuring products such as pharmaceuticals and perishables are stored in optimal conditions, reducing spoilage and quality degradation. That's quite interesting, which means they will be able to plug in sensors into the apps, which will then be able to tell the customers exactly what the quality is. Wow, I can even see how they can shape or they can structure their pricing according to that. We are 1 week before expiration, we are 6 months before expiration, or whatever, and based on that, they can then, we can even start bidding against each other for that item, like who can get it the cheapest or who is willing to pay the most. Flip and hell, there's so much opportunities there. Yeah, which is pretty cool. My mind's running away with all these ideas of little sensors and things they can plug in. Freaking hell, there's so much they can do with that. Anyway, so let's move on. So regulatory compliance. VeChain can help ensure compliance with increasingly stringent South Africa regulations on product sourcing and safety. This could be particularly useful for checkers in sectors like food, beverages, and pharmaceuticals. I haven't seen checkers go into pharmaceuticals. It's more Pick and Pay. The obviously checkers will be the checkers is the first entrance from where this money is coming from. I can see it. I can prove it without a reasonable doubt that checkers is the first one, and then Pick and Pay, Spar, and all of them will then come below them. They'll start adapting. Checkers has got the direct connection to everyone that's moving life into this direction. That's the way I see it. If I connect all their dots and I follow the way they do things, definitely it all comes back together to VeChain in my mind. But let me not bore anyone with my propagandish beliefs. Let's continue on. Let's see how VeChain can assist checkers in marketing and promotions. So VeChain offers enhanced customer engagement. Detailed product histories can be used for target marketing campaigns. For instance, checkers could use the information to educate consumers about the sourcing of products or special promotions through the 6060 app. Sorry, just one more thing which I feel is important to mention is VeChain is not a transactional coin. VeChain is a blockchain which is designed to store information on little blocks, you know, um, through these things called smart contracts. Again, complete different topic. And the only way I can explain it better is if if Checkers purchases an apple from the supplier captures the apple on the blockchain, right? The supplier with its contract and its address is the owner of the apple, right? So now Checkers goes and it buys the apple from that, and they then change the owner of the smart contract and then make that to be Checkers. Checkers then takes the ownership of that item on the blockchain, but it still lives on VeChain blockchain. And in order to deploy that apple so that it lives on the blockchain, so that there is a contract that associates with the apple, they have to. I completely lost my thought now. So if they deploy the apple to the blockchain, there's a fee that's associated with it, and it's quite expensive. Even if you look at Ethereum, I think Solana as well, it's quite expensive to deploy your NFT to the blockchain. So that's where the other coin, the VeChain Thor, comes in. That's the transactional side. That will now reduce the cost of deploying this NFT or the Apple to the blockchain before Checkers then becomes the owner. That's just a stupid example, but that's the way I see it. And then it goes on to say that VeChain offers some loyalty programs as well, and we've covered that. I wanted to see more or less how long this implementation would take, but I think we're in the process of that happening. It's already underway. I also think that's enough information on what VeChain is, and why I think VeChain is going to be adapted by all the retail outlets or whatever, even retail outlets. Everybody's going to use VeChain. Everybody's going to use VeChain. I can do another video and show you exactly why I believe VeChain is the one, but I will get my content removed. It's quite deep. It's quite deep. But let me show what I can show, why what shaped my belief, right? So UFC, this was long ago. I saw this long ago. On June 9th, 6 plus 9 is 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. Master number. For anybody who's into numerology, it's 11. So UFC and VeChain announces historical global market partnership, right? Oh, someone searched for it. Now look, here is Checkers. I mean, I didn't have to mention the name, but there it is. I'm not sharing my sound. But there's the UFC, there's Checkers, Liquor, and Unite. I mean, isn't it obvious who's gonna, which coin is gonna lead? I mean, if you think UFC is gonna become the first official layer blockchain partner for VeChain, and this guy standing there with a UFC belt, fighting in the UFC against, this I'm the only African. Come on, propaganda stuff. It has to be. It has to be VeChain. I refuse to believe that it will be anything else but VeChain. It has to be VeChain. That's my opinion. I guess we all are free to shape our opinions how we wish. I think that this coin is definitely one to keep a very close eye on. Very, very close eye on. If we break this pattern over there and start doing that, it's the same technology as Ethereum. and Ethereum was this a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, 6, 8, whatever, years ago, 8 years ago. Ethereum was also like $220 or something. It went to $4,000. Accumulate some VeChain. Yeah, thanks for listening to my video, to my content. Please subscribe if you would like to hear more.